welcome to Hedgehog Hollow. Greg's got his glass of wine at the ready. So some of you asked to see first of all what Greg looked like because he's always behind the camera. Tilly is here as well, and today we are packing his bag ready for his Creativation classes. Greg is going to be making his first cards at Creativation classes, so if you're in a class with him, please help him make his cards and his projects.
I have no idea what I'm doing, right? No clue.
So we thought it would make a fun video to pack his Creativation toolkit bag. He has his supply list at the ready, so we are going to go through his supply list. So I'm going to pop Tilly down and then we're going to start packing his bag. So let's get started.
I haven't started yet. Right, what do we need first?
Okay, so Greg has his Misty bag ready for his toolkit.
Oh, my sweet patchouli.
Okay, so we sent Greg, we sent everyone from Hedgehog Hollow their list for their classes. Hannah typed these out. And Greg came back and said, I need 14 things for my classes and I know what 3 of them are. So we're doing really well.
I know some things. I know what scissors are and I know what a pencil is.
And you knew what a bone folder was.
I did know, that's the bone folder over there.
Yes.
I know what the bone folder is.
Okay, so you can have your list.
Okay.
So what we thought was this would make a really great beginner video because we have lots of beginner card makers who tune into our videos. And so we thought we'd go through these basic supplies that they ask you to bring to lots of classes.
I'm not sure, by the way, I'm good enough to be classed as a beginner.
You're a beginner, you're beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've literally never made a card before, I should point this out. I'm usually behind the camera. I can do all the camera, the videography and all that kind of stuff. No idea how to make a card.
So he's making cards, he's making canvases,
Whose classes am I in?
You're in Catherine Pooler's class.
Oh, I like her.
You're...
She had the cocktails last year.
She did have cocktails.
I like Catherine Pooler.
You're in, I think you're in Gina Kay's class.
Okay.
You're in, I can't remember, you might be in Rita Barakat's class.
Oh, she's fun too.
I can't remember who else is, but you've got some fun classes.
Okay.
So, what's on your...
Detailed scissors.
Okay. So you've got the Tim Holtz non-stick scissors.
Right, so what's so special about these as opposed to like kitchen scissors?
So they have a non-stick blade. So if you cut through something like foam tape, so if you cut a piece of foam tape and now cut through the middle of it, it doesn't stick to your foam
cuts
tape.
it like long ways?
Yes.
Still sticks to my finger though?
Well, yes.
Am I doing it right?
Yes.
It's stuck.
It's...
Okay. So they're basically just very good quality scissors.
And they have a serrated blade, and then also they're left and right-handed, and they have squidgy. So because your hands are a lot bigger than mine, your hands fit in there as well as my hands.
I should point out, these are the Tim Holtz Tonic scissors. We use these around the house like all the time. They're genuinely very, very good scissors.
And they come in three sizes.
3 sizes, yeah.
So I have all 3 sizes on my desk, but you have detail scissors. Okay, what next?
Pencil. I think I know what a pencil is. Is this a pencil?
Yes, you're
Is
an
there
engineer.
anything special about this pencil?
That's just a
So
target
it's literally
pencil.
just a pencil. Okay. I'm supposed to put these in here, aren't I?
You are,
Do
yes.
these have like special bits? Or
They
I
do
just
have
chuck them all
special
in?
pockets. You have zip pockets, and then these ones actually have Velcro that come in and out as well.
Oh, cool. This would be good for tools and stuff.
It is a tool bag. Okay. It's a crafter's tool
Where's my
bag.
pencil from?
It's your pencil.
Thank you. I
your
fully admit I'm not very good at this. Right, okay.
Okay.
That's that.
He's actually really good at packing. I'm not allowed to pack the suitcase. I will be allowed to get everying to the bedroom next to the suitcase, and nothing is allowed to
Don't put anything in the suitcase. If you put it in, you put it in the wrong place. Right,
Yes.
crocodile.
Oh, I don't have a crocodile anymore, so you're going to have to ask a very lovely lady next to you to borrow one. It's like a really industrial, like, hole punch.
Oh, when I'm there.
Yes.
I don't ask a lovely lady while I'm here because there's
No.
nobody there.
No.
Okay, I was worried you were seeing things. Just checking, just checking. I know
Yeah,
you're a
no.
little bit crazy.
Thank you, dear.
Wet dry foam adhesive.
Wet adhesive.
Ah, photograph these a lot. Okay, so what's so special about these? Are these anything?
So wet meaning like liquid glue.
Liquid glue, yeah.
So you've got the Nuvo
Oh, so it's
Deluxe.
literally like liquid glue and like Pritt sticks or...
Well, this is also wet adhesive. It just comes in a pen, so that's sometimes handy. Dry meaning like it's in tape form, so it's dry.
okay.
And foam
So when
meaning
do you
it's...
use... Like when do I what sort of thing do I do with each of these?
So-
I've seen you attach card bases
Yeah,
together
so
with
this
that.
is really good for sticking card layers together.
Okay.
Liquid adhesive is really good if you've got something small. So like when I've got the words.
Oh, like those little pretty doodly things. What are they called?
Like the die cuts.
Yeah.
Thin words, and also if it's heavy. So like on this frame that I made last year, this is all liquid adhesive because they're really heavy pieces.
Ah, so this stuff really sticks hard.
Yes.
This is like super glue.
Yes, but this is also really good for fine detail stuff.
Okay. So
And
is
then,
it kind of just a personal preference
yes.
most of the time? Okay.
And then foam is good because it adds dimension.
Let me chuck all those in there.
Yes. Now when the foam comes,
yes.
you actually buy a roll like this.
What the heck? You buy foam that size?
Yes. It's just
How much do you use?
a lot. I go through about 6 or 7 of these a year now.
Okay.
But I purposefully kept some smaller ones.
And this is what you use in your layering, right? So when you stick stuff on top
Yes.
of each other, and it looks really pretty.
Except we don't.
Grab that toaster. I like the toaster.
Yeah.
So, oh, I've broken it.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry, I broke it. So the foam goes in there to sort of bring this up, so it's like 3D.
Yes, and you can
So
put
it's not just
multiple
like a
layers of
flat
foam
card.
together to make it higher and higher.
Okay.
So he's
Right.
learning.
I'm paying attention. I'm trying. Right, so that
Okay.
goes in there. Okay. Bone folder. I know what a bone folder is.
Yes.
Have you got some cardstock?
It's over there.
See, I know this, and then you use one of these, right?
Well, you won't have one of those in class.
No, right then. So you just fold this as best I can.
In class, you'll
push
do
it.
this.
And then
And
the
then
bone
you
folder
use the
gives you...
curve side of the bone folder to
Ah,
push it
okay.
down.
It looks way different from this angle than it does from that angle. So this is... Yeah, so this has got like a radius on it.
Yes.
So it's smooth.
Yes.
And that just pushes the phone...
Because otherwise you'd use your finger, but your finger's dirty and then you get a grubby like fold on your
Okay.
thing.
And this is really clean.
And it's Teflon, so it doesn't stick.
And then you also, I assume, get like a really nice...
Yes. But the
Clean
reason you, at home, we use one of these is you see how that's all cracked?
Yeah.
Because I just folded it. Whereas if I use this, it breaks down your paper fibres.
So that's just put like a dent into it.
So, because paper is just fibres stuck together. And so then you get a really nice crisp fold and you don't get any of that creasing.
Okay. That actually does look very different.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's why we have one of those.
That's
But you
what
won't
that's
have
for.
that in
That won't-
class.
okay.
And that's an old-fashioned bone folder, and then now we have one of these that has the special curve on it.
Okay.
So that's your bone
Learning.
folder.
I'm learning.
Okay, next.
Paper trimmer. Oh, that's just a guillotine.
Yes.
All right.
And there's millions of different ones. So I have a big guillotine that's over there.
Yeah.
That's like 12 by 12. I like this one because you can cut 8.5 by 11, which is a full sheet of paper. So you can cut a full sheet of 8.5 by 11 in this paper trimmer. But it's actually pretty compact, so it'll fit in his misty bag at the end. But you can get paper trimmers are personal preference. He's minding his wine. I do have a glass of wine off to the side as well because I need a glass of wine if I'm going to craft with my husband.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I need patience. My word of the year is patience.
My word of the year is tolerance.
Same thing. But yeah, paper trimmers, like all your craft tools, are personal preference. There is a big Tim Holtz guillotine that cuts 12 by 12. But I like this one because it's great travel size. I did just do a 2-minute tip that was more like a 4-minute tip.
I think about 7 minutes.
No, it was 4 minutes for the Tim Holtz trimmer.
Have you ever done a 2-minute tip that lasts 2 minutes?
Yes, it's just not published yet. We did one the other day. Now I've lost my train of thought. I used to have a Caterpie that I really liked. That was an Eco Success one. I don't like the Caterpillar one because it has like a piece that goes backwards and forwards here, but it like wiggles over the place. You get a wonky cut, in my opinion. But try paper trimmers. You'll find one that you like. I like this one, so you're going to have this one to take with you.
I should point out to all the other men involved in this, we're buying every single paper cutter so that you don't have to.
Public service announcement.
Public service announcement, yeah.
Next.
Paper trimmers, 3 acrylic blocks. I assume that's these. They're acrylic
Yes.
and they're blocks.
And they come in a million different
Yeah,
sizes.
there's dozens of them here. We've got every single shape, size, wobbly edge, thick, thin.
Except we're also going to send you with a misty.
Okay.
So Misty is a stamp platform. Again, there are different types of stamp platforms. We will try in the top right-hand corner to link as many videos that are related to this. And also in the video description below, there'll be links to everything that he's packing in his bag, including his bag. I'm afraid I can't link to him because there's only one of him. And quite honestly, I don't know if you could tolerate him all the time. But, however, we will link to all the videos as well that go with the products. Stamp position.
Are you going to talk about the sticky thing that's in there again? You talk about this every time. Every video, she's found this sticky surface thing that you
They're
plop
sold
the
out.
card. So you can't even buy one.
You can buy small ones, but the big ones sold out at the minute.
Okay.
But I've also started to washi tape mine in, and then it lasts even longer, so even more of a tip. But there's a Misty, there's a Tim Holtz one, which are now limited stock because there was a patent issue, and there's a Stamparatus from Stampin' Up. I did do a comparison video you can also check out on the channel, and if we can, we'll link in that top right-hand corner. Again, personal preference, check out our comparison, and you can decide which one is right for you. But we're going to send Greg with this. It means that you can stamp the same image as many times as you need to, and you can just keep re-inking it. Also means that you can stamp in the same place 10 cards, 100 cards, 1,000 cards, many times as you need to.
Who needs 1,000 cards?
I don't know, if you're doing like thank you cards, or if you're producing them on Etsy, or I don't know, you might need to. Or if you're like Jennifer Maguire and stamping on the back of your cards saying handmade by Hedgehog Hollow or Jennifer Maguire, you might always want it in the same place.
Okay, can't you just get a stamp for that, like a literal old, you know?
Yeah, but then you just put your card in, and then it would always be in the same place on the back of your card.
Okay, so every single one you
Yes.
just re-ink. Yep, okay. See, I know a little bit.
And with these, you can stamp with rubber stamps, like the red rubber, or with photopolymer clear stamps. So we're sending with this, and I'll send it with some acrylic blocks as well.
Paintbrushes.
What's what paintbrush?
SML paintbrushes.
Small, medium, and large.
Ah, okay. That's not like a brand or anything then. I thought that was a brand. Okay. Small, medium, and large paintbrushes. Do we have any of those? Do we need to show people what paintbrushes? Or they're different types. There's bound to be different types, and you have to buy every single one. Am I right? Yes, you have to buy every. Got a whole tray of them.
So this is my paintbrush drawer.
There were more. I know you can't see down here, but there were
There were
more.
more.
Some just fell on the floor.
Yeah. So paintbrushes, again, there are hundreds of different types. You've been to Hobby Lobby, you've been to Joann's, all those things. I'm also going to send him with an aqua painter. This is a paintbrush that has water already in it, so he doesn't have to add water, clean it, all those things. I'm also going to send him with a couple of Nuvo paintbrushes. I am not sending him with my silver paintbrushes because he cannot be trusted with those.
What do you mean I can't be trusted? What's so good about those?
So these are amazing artist quality paintbrushes.
I'm an artist. Okay.
He's a doctor of engineering. He's not
I
an
am a
artist.
doctor. I am indeed a doctor.
He can't write your prescription though.
No, I do tyres. I'm an engineer.
Theoretical tyres.
Yeah, I don't actually engineer anything that
He
physically
can't actually
exists
tell you what
either.
tyre to put on your car.
No,
No.
I'm not very useful in
And he
many
won't
ways.
put air in your tyres either.
I can do that. I'm lazy,
He
but
doesn't
I
though.
can do that. I've got a bike
So
pump.
these paintbrushes are about $50 to $60 each.
What? Seriously?
Yes.
Show me what a $60 paintbrush looks like. Did we buy these?
We did.
Seriously, you're
Some are a
holding
little
like
bit
hundreds
less.
of dollars worth of paintbrush.
Some are a little bit less. Some are like 20 each.
It's a paintbrush.
Yes, but they're very good paintbrushes.
How do you define a good paintbrush? How's it different to like...
They're nice bristles. They're well made.
How expensive was that one?
That was free. Well, I mean to us. Glad sent them to me. But they're very
Okay.
pretty and they look like unicorns.
Oh, that's what's important. As long as they're pretty paintbrushes. So what's so special about an expensive paintbrush? Like, what's so
They're
good
well
about it?
made. They have nice bristles. They're always gonna work. Like,
Work?
as in, like, you can use them forevermore.
How do
as
they
long
not
as you look
work?
after them. Like, that kind of stuff.
$60 paintbrush.
Well worth the money. Crafters will understand. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And Alan Hudson has them on sale at the minute.
Do we get a commission if you sell those?
Yes.
They're totally worth the money.
Greg. Awful. Okay. Then there are silicone paintbrushes for mixed media artists. And then Tim has these paintbrushes, which are really cool because they're hollow in the middle. So when you use like his mediums that we have on the wall, you can then scrape this on the edge It like gets all the medium out of it. So you like save the mediums for
So
as
a
long
bit
as
easier
possible.
to clean.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're really
What
cool.
am I going with?
You're
I'm just
going with
taking
those.
normal, plain, ordinary paintbrushes.
Yes, and
Nothing special.
there's your
about
brush
these.
cleaner.
The brush cleaner.
And your other brush
What's a
cleaner.
brush cleaner? I've never seen these. Oh, it's kind of a waxy stuff.
Brush soap. So afterwards you just dip this in water and rub it in there and it washes it. And then you put it on here and
That's
this
cool,
is a textured surface. And it just washes it. It's actually a makeup. It's like 99 cents on Amazon. And you just wash it over that and it cleans out your brush. So those
that's a good
$60
idea.
brushes will last you even longer because you can clean them properly.
Okay. Right, put that in there.
Okay.
This is my bag, getting ready to go.
Next.
Teflon Mats.
Teflon mat.
That's one of those non-stick kind of kitchen type stuff, isn't it?
It's one of these.
One of these. Okay.
So it's non-stick, it's heat resistant, and you can blend ink on it.
Okay. So that's the equivalent of a Tonic surface thing.
No. But it's what comes on this side.
Hello, Tilly.
Tilly's just joined us again because I think she got bored of waiting for Dad
Okay.
and his bad jokes. You right, Tilly?
Yeah.
So these are heat
Here you
resistant, so you can heat with your heat gun on here.
Am I taking the heat gun?
No.
Okay, so somebody else has got those. Hello.
Yes. And you can blend inks. So when you use these things, when you put the foams on.
Oh yeah, we've got a foam pad over here.
Yeah. So when you do that, and you blend, and you can spritz it with water, and you can.
So it kind of is the equivalent of this. It's your work surface. It's where you sort of mix stuff
kind
together,
of.
and it gets messy, and it protects the desk, whatever
Yes.
desk I'm working on.
You realise people are watching this while we're on the aeroplane to Phoenix.
Okay.
We're probably in Phoenix by the time you've packed this bag.
Okay. Teflon Mat, archival inks
In Acorn, potting soil, and jet
and
black.
jet black.
There's one.
What were they? Acorn.
Acorn, potting soil, and jet black.
Who's this?
So a funny story about these. Hannah read these and thought you were supposed to take potting soil with you.
Potting soil.
Yeah, she read it and thought.
I'm not an expert crafter. I don't think I'm even enough to be a beginner crafter, but I'm pretty certain that potting soil is not required.
Well, no, she
Tilly.
thought you were doing a mixed media project, and so you had to take potting soil with you.
I don't
yeah.
like.
So archival ink.
Shush.
Okay.
So archival ink is permanent. Don't get it
Okay.
on your clothes. It's
Right.
waterproof. And it will dry on non-porous surfaces. So if I stamped on my glass mat, it would dry. Now I could get it off with things like isopropyl alcohol,
Right.
but if I
because
wanted
glass.
to stamp on something and make it permanent, or if I wanted to stamp on acrylic, this is the ink I would use. Whereas like the normal inks I use wouldn't dry on surfaces like this.
Okay, so if you're using like the distress inks, the oxides, all that kind of stuff, that'll
They-
stay wet forever
Yes.
until you put it on paper,
Yes.
and then it
Yeah,
hardens.
so on porous surfaces it dries.
Okay.
It doesn't harden, it dries.
Oh, it dries, but archival ink will just set on anything.
Yes.
So what do you use archival ink for?
You can stamp with it. It's just normal ink, but
Okay.
it has a special property in it that means it dries. And you can also then stamp on fabric and heat set it. And
Is this?
Tilly's also doing her own tutorials now, I think.
She's playing with building blocks.
Yeah, she's her dad's child.
Okay, so I've got my inks. Distress ink and vintage photo. In vintage photo.
So I have my distress inks in rainbow order.
All 1 million of them.
60.
It's more than... We have hundreds of these things.
No, we have all 60 colours in distress ink and distress oxide.
Okay. Okay, but I only need the one. Oh, so okay, so the people who've arranged this have decided which colours I need for
Yes.
whatever it is I'm making. I have no idea what it is I'm making. Okay, so background papers, that's over there, isn't it?
Yes, we'll get you some selections out.
Tilly,
Woo!
Hey! Careful you. Right. Background papers, what size?
Oh, no, we need to get you some pattern papers out my pattern paper box in the basement. So we'll get you those out tomorrow.
Okay.
And then it also says some embellishments on found objects. I'm going to get Hannah to get those out for you as well.
Just what's found objects? Just bits and pieces, kind of
So-
interesting looking stuff.
Yeah. So like in... Let me get this back out again. But like in here, you've got bottle caps, and there's cogs, and there's like metal bits.
I can make lots of bottle caps if you need them.
It's okay.
I'm good at doing
But
bottle
in that
caps.
drawer over there, behind the glass mat,
Okay.
there is a drawer that says mixed media on it, and there's loads of like Prima pieces in there.
Okay, so we've got like sparkly stuff.
And so we'll pick you out some of those kinds of bits to take with you.
Okay. There's all sorts of bits in there, just like stuff.
Yes.
Stuff drawer. Okay, so a handful of stuff.
Handful
Look
of
at
stuff.
other shiny objects.
Casual.
Alright, so that's my bag packed. I'm now all set for Creativation. Is there anything
You
else
are.
I need to know? Anything else I need to be aware of?
Nope, but you
Stuff
should
you
have
need
got
to
my
plan.
supply list because it's easy.
Yeah, how come you hardly ever need anything? Yours must be doing a really... Are you doing like a real
Is
noob class and I'm
this
doing like an
now?
advanced class?
So my supply list is...
Welcome to Collage.
My supply list is detailed scissors, roller adhesive, paper trimmer, adhesives, bone folder, and
But we got
Misty.
this.
Kind of easy.
Even I know that. Even I know that.
This.
So that's it.
Alright.
So thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because you know you want all those Creativation videos that he's filming. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching us craft together. Maybe we'll even make a card next time as well. We'll see you again very soon. Check out those links in the description below too.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.